So it's good to see that as soon as he broke the law again, he decided that they just laid down the hammer on him.
Well, there is relief tonight from a shooting victim after the suspect accused of paralyzing him during a robbery was caught less than a day after escaping custody. We've covered the cracks of the electronic monitoring system extensively, but in this case, those responsible worked together to put Tata Say back in jail. Amelia Strahan explains.
It started off with, we have some bad news. So your mind just runs amok. You're like, well, what kind of bad news?
This is how Noah Hansard's mother describes receiving the news that the man accused of putting her son in a wheelchair was on the loose.
Definitely not the way you want to start your Monday before your first cup of coffee.
Just before noon on Monday morning, the district attorney's office received notification that Tata Say had tampered with his ankle bracelet and took off.
No one knowing where he was a little worrying.
Say is accused of shooting Noah Hansard last year during a robbery, leaving him paralyzed.
I've always been a little worried checking my shoulders because I've always feared that there's some kind of retaliation gonna come. And just having him just running around.
After the ankle bracelet monitoring company notified law enforcement, Say was back in custody in under 24 hours.
It worked beautifully. And I will say, I think it sends a message to anybody out in the city who's currently wearing an ankle monitor bracelet that they better adhere to what the courts have told them. Otherwise, they will be apprehended swiftly.
Matt Dennis with ASAP, the ankle bracelet company, said that efficient communication was a large component of capturing Say so quickly.
In this instance, we were able to communicate with the DA's office, and they very quickly, we said, we need help getting to the victim. They were immediately able to get to the victim. So they were very, very fast, not only to get to the victim, but to start the motions that are needed to do things like revoke the bond, get the warrants, and do all the other things necessary to get the ball rolling for the other law enforcement entities. So they're a very fast response.
Tata Say is now jailed at the Orleans Justice Center. In New Orleans, Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.
Well, the DA's office is now looking into a motion to revoke Say's bail until his trial.